Vic, my friend loves you. Vic, my friend loves you. Can you wave to him? Thank you.
Let's fucking go, baby! How's it cold? Let's fucking go! From the Bernard Hopkins of the world to the Broad Street Bullies, Philadelphia is, has been, and always will be a fighting city. But now, fighting in its most purest form has come to Philly. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, accompanied with that Rocky Balboa chip on its shoulder, will finally take over the fabulous Wells Fargo Center on Saturday night for Knucklemania 5. And welcome everybody to the official pre-fight press conference for Knucklemania 5. I'm Cyrus Bees. I'll be hosting alongside the great Mario Lopez tomorrow night, live on DAZN. And folks, we know now, this is official. The event on Saturday night, Knucklemania 5, is confirmed to be the largest combat sports event in Philadelphia. History second to none. And for an event of that magnitude, we need a massive main event on the card. You will see a Philadelphia living legend in Eddie Alvarez.
Let's go, Eddie!
Welcome, the vicious Midwesterner with undeniable power, Jeremy Stevens, to the city of Philadelphia in a big matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, Knucklemania 5 will go live on DAZN for the Wells Fargo Arena at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There will be a preview featuring our first 3 bouts of the night on the BKFC app and on YouTube. After that, all the action will be on the DAZN app, available on any app store and streaming to the device of your choice. An event like this can't be done not only without you incredible fans. You guys are what make us run, but we also have incredible partners that make us run as well. Partners like Fucked Up, OnlyFans, Orange Irish Stout, Tidal, Garage Beer, Rasha, Blackout Coffee Company, the Parks Casino, and Bet Parks, the official betting partner for Knucklemania 5. Guys, as you can see, we have a large dais. We have a lot of incredible fighters here. So let's meet them one by one. First up, he is a boxing powerhouse. This Philly fighter has been a force in the heavyweight division since 2009 with 28 wins, 16 wins by way of knockout. He looks to take down a fellow giant in Steve Banks at Knucklemania 5. Please welcome a force in the heavyweight division, Joey Dwayko. And next, he's a South Philly native that embodies the city in every sense of the word. An uber popular boxer and MMA fighter that will realize a dream by entering the squared circle for the first time against Apostle Spencer on Saturday night. This is Johnny Garb, John Garbarino. This boxing veteran of 8 professional bouts and former hockey enforcer is a mainstay in the Philly fight scene. He toes the line on Saturday against a 2-fight veteran and young lion, Kane Thomason Jr. Please welcome the Irish Heart of 2nd Street, South Philly, the Irishman. Let's fucking go! Next, the MMA vet, Philly native, has entered the squared circle to the tune of 1-0. But the lights will be even brighter when he goes to war with the heavyweight horror show Zach Kalmus on Saturday night. Please welcome Pat the Brick Brady. And now we move to our feature bout, a true OG in the game when it comes to the BKFC. This Australian bombshell brawler became the first women's champion of BKFC history and is still considered one of the best in the bare knuckle game to this day. At Knucklemania 5, she toes the line for the 7th time. Here is Rowdy Beck Rollins. And her opponents on Saturday night, one of the most popular fighters in all the BKFC, this Warrior's giving us some unforgettable scenes inside the squared circle. Looking to put herself back in line for a shot at the strawweight title with a win at the Wells Fargo Center. Please welcome the Killer Bee, Taylor Starling. And now, one half of Knucklemania's co-main event is a fighter that truly needs no introduction as his presence speaks volume. The biggest athlete in BKFC. This former UFC standout has been on a tear at 3-0. Most recently, finishing Todd Duffy at last year's Knucklemania. Now he finally gets an opportunity at heavyweight gold. Please welcome Big Ben Rothwell. Folks, it's hard to argue that the biggest and baddest in combat sports has to be the champion of the baddest show on the planet, BKFC. This reigning champion has the credentials to back it up as he takes on Ben Rothwell tomorrow night for his heavyweight championship. Please welcome from the UK, Vic Terrell.
USA!
The king of the barbarians. After dispatching the two of the toughest in the company, Jimmy Rivera and Bobby Taylor, this Midwestern monster is ready to show the world who the fook he really is when he's at the Wells Fargo Center. And he is there to quiet the Philadelphia faithful. This is Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens.
Who the fuck is that guy?
And across from him on Saturday night, quite simply, one of the finest fighters to come out of the city of brotherly love. He won championships in nearly every organization he's fought in, including the UFC. Part of some of the most memorable fights in combat sports, including 2 epic showdowns with Chad Mendez and Mike Perry right here in the BKFC. Please give a Philadelphia welcome to the Underground King, Eddie.
Let's go!
And brother, hey, and folks, also on the dais tonight, an incredible fighter. I set him up. Guys, let's show some love. Another incredible Philly fighter on the card on Saturday night, Zed Martinez. It is hard to follow Eddie Alvarez, but I think you're going to do just fine on Saturday night. And folks, my last introduction. One man had a vision to bring bare knuckle fighting from its 17th century roots in England, from the historical reign of John L. Sullivan in the 19th century, and finally to the 21st century. The product you see today, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. On Saturday, he realizes a dream to promote an event in the city he is from at the biggest arena in that city. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our founder and CEO, Mr. David Feldman.
Thank you so much, guys. I mean, it's truly incredible being here. I started this vision back in 2009. I did a bare knuckle fight in a warehouse in South Philly, 6 people in attendance, 1 bare knuckle fight, and I knew that was it. I knew we had to do this. We attempted to get bare knuckle legal in 28 different states, and we pitched it about 56 different times. Pennsylvania actually holds the record for the most times that I was told no, at 9 times. The former commissioner just didn't like it, but that gives me an opportunity to say and please join me in a very good thank you to our current boxing commissioner here, Ed Kunkel, for that. I got a lot of thank yous, man, because this has been a long, long journey. I want to thank the fighters, because the fighters, whether you know it or not, they're the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. These guys, they fight their asses off, they leave it all in the ring, they risk their life, they risk getting scarred, they do it all each and every time for you, the fans. And I told them, believe me, I've been bragging about you guys for 9 fucking years, and I said, wait till you get to Philadelphia. These fans are like none of them.
Let's go, Eddie! Come on, Eddie!
This is probably going to be one of the biggest sports weekends in Philadelphia. We start obviously with the baddest combat sport on planet Earth. Bare knuckle fighting championship on Saturday night. And then we go to the Eagles on Sunday. Let's go. I want to just say thank you to my team. My team's an incredible team. They put up with a lot. They saw the vision, they saw the dream, they saw the journey, and they just went with us the whole entire time. And now, right here on Saturday night at the Wells Fargo Center, we get to break the combat sports record in this. I'm emotional, man. In the city of Philadelphia, 17,800 people will be cheering for our fighters at the Wells Fargo Center on Saturday night. It's been an incredible experience. I want to thank my wife for putting up with all the shit that goes along with this. But really, I don't give this guy enough credit. He's actually my son. He's the chief operating officer of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, executive producer, the glue that really holds this whole thing together, man. I want to spend a heart thank you to all the shit we've been through to get here. My son, David Feldman Jr. Guys, just so you know, in this sports complex, Mike Tyson fought there. Bernard Hopkins fought there. The UFC has been there twice. And we're going to break their fucking record. This event will be live on DAZN, so make sure if you're not there in attendance that you download the DAZN app and stream it live. It's a great platform, and they show a lot of other great fights. But on Saturday night, we're going to take the cake with Eddie Alvarez versus Jeremy Stephens. We're going to meet in the center of that ring. And Jeremy, I know that you came here, you're in shape, and you're very capable, but you're not just fighting Eddie Alvarez on Saturday night, you're fighting 17,000 Philadelphia.
Let's go, Eddie!
We have about 500 tickets left right now, so if you are interested in coming, the tickets are very, very limited. They're going very fast. Go to BKFC.com or to WellsFargoCenter.com to purchase those tickets. I'm just looking forward to a hell of a night, and thank you, the fans of Philadelphia and all the fans, and let's have a hell of a nice Saturday night.
Yeah!
All right, guys, so I know we have media members in the house, and what we're going to do is we're going to ask a question of each one of these fighters here on the dais. But if you do have a question for any one of the fighters that are going to be participating on Saturday night, then please line up right down there. He's got his hat up there. That is Mike Davis, and he will make sure that you get your question in. So line up there. We'll get to you guys in just a moment. But listen, we want to give everybody a voice here on this dais because, listen, every fighter from the opening bout to the main event is going to matter. If you've ever watched a BKFC event, you know that the very first fight of the night that we feature on the preview on YouTube can steal the entire show. So make sure you pay attention to each and every one of these fighters because they matter. We're going to start right here at Zed Montanez. And I know I saved you for last there when we did the introductions. But when you hear these folks, man, and when you hear David Feldman spill his guts and how he's feeling right now, how does that motivate you when you walk in there, you step into the squared circle, and you take your gloves off, and you fight for BKFC?
I'm just excited to be here. Not only that, they ain't have my name. They set me in Connor's seat, so I'm just excited to be here, man. At the end of the day, you know, I go with my kids to watch Disney shows and basketball and shit. Like, you know, we are the show that night, so I'm excited.
Beautiful thing, man. We're looking forward to you getting out there and setting the tone, you know, for the entire night. Joey DeWaco, man, Joey, an absolute monster, man. We're excited to see anytime we get a new heavyweight into the mix, we get excited about that. But man, you've already had an incredible career as it is. This is not a step you needed to take. You're taking the gloves off in the middle of Wells Fargo Center. What got you here? Why are you fighting on Saturday night?
I love Philly, man. As soon as I found out that a card was going to be in Philly, I texted Dave right away. I said, yo, you got any room for an old fat guy on the card that sells some tickets? And he said, absolutely. We got the deal together, and I'm just happy to be here now.
Beautiful thing, man. You can't wait for the fight. Steve Weeks, he's an absolute monster, man. You definitely have your hands full. That's going to be a great fight.
Well, listen, man, he's in for a big fight. But there are a couple heavyweight fights on this card, and I'm ready on Saturday for the title too. So out of you guys, after I knock Banks out, I'm ready to fight one of you guys. I'll take the title Saturday night too.
Man, how can you not get hyped for that, guys? I love it. Let's go to Johnny Carr, man. Johnny, I'll say it like this. The city loves you, and it shows with the odds right now. You are by far the biggest odds-on favorite going into Saturday night. How are you handling that? You're a big-time favorite. How do you kind of keep your eye on the prize there?
South Philly, make some noise, baby. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little insulted. I think I don't know. I just super overwhelmed. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take over. It's South Philly's time to put somebody on the big stage. I'm super looking forward to taking over the show. I'm really.
Grab that mic, brother.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm super looking forward to taking over the mic and over the show. And that's it. Give me a lot of questions tonight too.
Love it. Pat Solo and the Irishman. I don't know if anybody, you know, I've had a chance to talk to you backstage. I don't know if anybody is appreciating this moment more than you're appreciating this moment. Maybe David Feldman. I got chills, man, just driving past the Wells Fargo Center, so I can only imagine what you're feeling right now, because you're going to be in the middle of the Wells Fargo Center, fighting in the biggest combat sporting event in the city's history. Talk about what you're feeling right now coming into the fight on Saturday.
Listen, no one can't fucking beat me, and if you think different, come see me. But, I'm just going crazy. It's just, I don't even have words. Look at me now. I'm like, it just don't feel real. I'm still thinking like this ain't even real. Yeah, South fucking Philly, baby, let's go! But, we'll fight in the parking lot, so whatever. But I'm just so grateful to the Feldman family, the family of Kings. Their father was a legend in this sport. The Feldmans, they as loyal as they come. You know, it's not like UFC, you got Dana White, you know, or boxing where it's all dirty game. You got the most loyal, fucking real, genuine people. And not only that, name a promoter that can beat up all their fighters. I mean, no, but yeah, so grateful. Thank you.
Let's talk to Pat Brady. Let's talk to the Brick. You got a hell of a fight here. Zach Kalmus is a guy that's extremely experienced inside that squared circle. You're sitting at 1-0. This guy's been in there 5 or 6 times. He's been very, very successful, and he knows how to slow a fight down, how to make it a very dirty fight. What is the game plan going in against a guy like Kalmus?
Yeah, I mean, look, I wanted this fight, right? I wanted to find out what I'm made of, right? I've been competing now, you know, for a couple of years, and I just don't think that I've really been given the war that I've really looked for. And Zach Kalmus is on a 4-fight win streak where he's finished the last 4 opponents, and every single one of them has been an exciting fight. So I asked the promotion for the highest ranked, most exciting fighter in my backyard. This is really to find out what I'm made of. And, you know, Zach Kalmus is going to bring out the best Brick possible. And to be honest with you, I look at this card and there's a lot of exciting fights, but anybody who knows anything about fighting can look at the fight between Zach and I and tell right away that it's going to be a war. So, you know, if you didn't already buy a ticket, you know, tune in to the Zone and watch Zach Helmus and I beat the shit out of each other.
Let me go Rowdy, Beck, Rollins. Beck, listen, I can say the same thing that I said to Joey DeWaco. What an incredible career it's been, right? You've had an amazing career through all different kinds of combat sports, but you come back here and you do it again. It's obviously a huge stage. What about the matchup with Taylor Starling got you excited, got you motivated to take this?
Yeah, Jules, the matchmaker for females, suggested this fight to me when I fought Christine Ferreira. And I was excited about that. I'm like, yeah, make that happen. I think stylistically it's a great fight. I think Taylor's a great fighter. I think I'm better, obviously. But I think she's going to bring a great fight to me, and it's going to bring the best out of me. And I can't wait to show you guys, show the Philly crowd what Australians are made of.
Yeah. So that brings me to you, Killer B, Taylor Starling. You know, we talked about how popular you've become in this company, how much you love going out there and having these wars. But having wars is one thing, having moments, getting those important victories for your career. How important is this fight against Beck Rawlings? We know her accomplishments. How important is this for you? Is it make or break for you right now? Is this the biggest fight of your career?
Yeah, you know, I just had a 5-round war in Sturgis, and I thought I won the fight. I thought it was really close. I thought I got it, and you know, Beck is kind of my roadblock to get that back. I mean, it's a little unfortunate that it's not my true weight class, but you know, sometimes you got to move and you got to make decisions based on the company and what they want and what makes sense and what's going to put asses in seats. And you know, Beck's just in the way of getting my title shot back. So I'm excited to step in there and get it back.
It's going to be a hell of a fight, a great feature fight here in Knucklemania 5, folks. As David Feldman said, there are still very, very limited tickets available, and that is no joke. You know, a lot of people say that when they're hyping a show. There's really maybe a couple hundred seats left in the entire building. If you want to be live, go to BKFC.com. And of course, if you can't be there, watch it live on the DAZN app. Let's go to Ben Rothwell, challenging for the BKFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. I think, Ben, when you signed up with this company, a lot of people had that tag on you that you were going to be the heavyweight champion. There's been some roadblocks in the way. There's been a lot of talk between you and Mick. Where does that sit right now as you're just 48 hours away? All of the talk, all of the hype, where does it sit now with you?
Sitting first, I want to recognize Philly. You're pretty loud. Yeah, I like it. When I feel that energy, I love it. And with it, I want to represent you Saturday night and bring the title back to the United States.
USA! 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 USA!
Well, let's go to the champion all the way from the UK, Mick Terrell. Mick, you have been itching to fight. The last time we saw you was at the last Knucklemania. Same with Ben Rothwell. We've talked about this fight. We've talked about him being able to get the weight down. There's been a lot of chatter. There's been a lot of smack talk. When you look at a guy like Ben Rothwell, how do you see the fight going on Saturday night?
The thing with Ben is, I think Ben's biggest struggle is eating. Ben likes to eat lots of food, so when Ben can make the weight, the fight will happen. There's been a few problems why the fight hasn't happened and it's been delayed, and it's all been Ben's fault. I've come here because I like fighting. When I see Ben, I want to punch Ben in the face. And when I get in the ring, I want to cut him up, punch him, and I want to smash him all over.
Yeah, more insults. You sound like a typical bully. You remind me back, I'm back in grade school again. And you know what a bully is? Weak mentality. You quit against Arnold Adams the first time, you're going to quit again Saturday night.
Ben, why do you try and play the victim when the fight game? I'm here to smash you up. If you want to be a victim, that's up to you. I'll come here. Good.
Let's go to two guys we know for a fact, giving their track record, will not quit inside of any fighting surface, that being Jeremy Stephens and Eddie Alvarez. Now let's go. Let's go, Eddie! Stephens right now, Jeremy. We saw at the last press conference.
Get knocked the fuck out!
That Philadelphia always comes in second. You said that's what's going to happen on Saturday night. Now we are that much closer. How confident do you feel going inside that squared circle against a legend like Eddie Alvarez?
Philly, you guys are incompetent just like your mayor. You can't even spell fucking Eagles right, you know? I still stand on business. I'm gonna go prove to myself I'm the best in the fucking world. Your boy's going to sleep.
You are right about that.
Cool, calm, and collected all the way through this entire process. And you said that when he started talking about Philadelphia, he kind of went out of pocket. That's not the road that he should have taken. Is that how you feel right now? Now that you sit here, you got him, you're just feet away from him right now. You're going to tangle with him in the middle of the Wells Fargo Center, completely sold out. How are you feeling about it right now?
I got a lot of friends here, Kensington, Port Richmond, Fishtown, West Philly. Everybody in promises made, promises kept. I'll put this man to sleep. Thank you guys for showing up.
All right, we're going to open up things to the media right now. We got Mike Davis down here. Go ahead and announce where you're from and who did that speak to you.
Hey, this is Kyle Mish from the Mike and Mish Show. My first question is for David Feldman. Congratulations, 9 years to get here. You're finally in Philadelphia. Do you have other dates already set up after this one, the big one on Saturday night? And how often can we see you in your home state?
Yeah, we're going to make this this is our home, but this is going to be BKFC's home now too. We already have a date set in March. It's going to be a smaller show. So we're going to do this 6 to 8 times a year here in Philadelphia. This is our home because we got a bunch of bad dudes here that want to throw bare knuckles.
All right, question for Eddie Alvarez. You have been everywhere, won world titles in the biggest organizations. Compare the importance of winning in front of your home city of Philadelphia to winning a world championship.
For me, this is the pinnacle. The only fight that matters is the fight that's right now. It's always been that way for me. North Catholic Falcons, baby. The most important fight is the one that's in front of you, and this is the pinnacle for me. It doesn't get any higher, it doesn't get any better. Out of everything I've done right now, bringing BKFC to Philadelphia and doing it on this stage is number one.
Yeah, baby!
All right, for Taylor Starling, you are number 2 in both divisions. Last time we talked to you, you said you were done with the higher weight divisions. What is it about Beck Rollins that brought you back to the higher weight for the catchweight?
To be honest, it wasn't really my first choice. I wanted to fight in Philly, and I kind of heard a million different names. I had them all thrown at me. But as soon as I heard Beck and there were whisperings of it happening, I was really pumped. I mean, Beck's got a name, Beck's an OG, and it's something that's going to sell, you know. There are a lot of greats in this organization, but I also feel like there's a lot of cans and people that aren't so good. So to get to fight the toughest of the toughest, like, I don't want easy fights. I don't want cans. I want to fight the toughest. And if I got to take a little quick weight jump and come up here and fight Beck, then that's all right, and it's going to be awesome. I mean, come on, we're 2 hot chicks. We're about to sell a fucking fight.
Superman from the Scrap News. Question for Pat Sullivan. Your Instagram bio says you're BKFC World Champ. How fast do you plan on achieving that goal?
Immediately. Just give me whoever the fucking champion is right now in the park. Fuck money. No one's fucking beating me. So wherever he's at right now, if I see him, I might sneak him off the thing. I don't know if Dave might get ahead of me or something, but yeah, immediately. Maybe tonight if he's around. I don't know. 165.
Question for Eddie Alvarez. You and Conor McGregor fought 9 years ago. Now he's part of the promotion of your main event. How special is it to succeed alongside a former rival?
McGregor's on roids!
I apologize for not being on time, but I just don't give a fuck. It's awesome to have Conor kind of put us on the map. He opens up doors that we want, that these fighters, especially our young guys and everyone, that they're just not going to get that opportunity without him giving us the platform he's given us. So happy to have him on board.
And last question for Mick Terrell. You're in Philadelphia, but I'm sure you bring your huge English fan base here. How loud are the English fans going to be on fight night?
Whoa! Sounds like the Philly lot don't like the English, but
fuck the Queen.
I think the loudness will happen in the ring when I start punching Ben in the face.
I got a question for Eddie Alvarez. First of all, I want to say thank you for all you've done for the sport. You're an absolute legend.
Yeah.
And I just want to know what round you're going to knock whoever the fuck that guy is on the other end out. And how do you think you're going to do it?
Jeremy's a tough cat. I think he'll be able to take a little bit of damage in the beginning, but I think it's going to wear off. I think it'll wear on him. We had really, really good sparring come in for this camp. The preparation was top notch. We got Coach Mark Henry, Ray Robinson, Bobby Kane, Ryan Cafaro. We had I had great sparring partners like Cody Russell here and my buddy Damien here. It's been incredible, and the support I've gotten, not just from you guys, but the support I've gotten inside the gym has been incredible. So I'm looking forward to showing it.
Let's go, Eddie!
Sports Illustrated's MMA Knockout. Question for Jeremy. You know, David Feldman says 17,000 fans versus Jeremy Stevens. I guess, what do you make of this energy in this building, and what do you feel like the energy will be like on fight night?
I'm wearing my shirt, my work shirt, so I didn't want to.
Fortunately, I'm not fighting the fans. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm focused on me being the absolute best, going in there and doing my thing, having it my night. Go in there and prove it to myself what I already know and certain of. I'm gonna fuck up your boy. You incompetent fucks, you mayor can't even spell Eagles. You're all fucking retarded.
Oh, fuck you! Go back to your bubble fuck town! You had the same haircut for 10 years!
What have you learned in your layoff? How have you evolved as a fighter? We're back. What have you learned from yourself in this layoff? How have you evolved as a fighter?
Look, I hate being sidelined. I've been sidelined for a year now, and thank you. I made just like that in Aussie. Look, I threw a tantrum to get a fight. I kept throwing tantrums like a little baby, and I'm ecstatic that I've got this great fight. And as much as I hate being sidelined for a year, it's given me an opportunity to grow as a fighter, to hone in my craft, to really work on the technical ability, not always pushing 100% in fight camp. You've got to just focus on getting ready for a fight, not the technical aspect of it. So yeah, look, as much as I hate going a year without punching a bitch in the face, it's been good for me. But I'm sorry, Taylor, I'm gonna have to punch you in the face. I'm gonna take this year of anger out on you, but no, it's a great fight for us, and I'm really excited to have a really good opponent in front of me. And with all due respect, I'm gonna punch you in the face, but it is what it is.
Last question for David Feldman. We talked a few weeks ago that Sylvester Stallone might be at this event. Is he going to be there? Is Rocky going to be at BKFC?
He's not confirmed yet, but we're still working on it. We're working on a really, really big surprise that hopefully happens for Saturday. We're getting some big clearance, and Saturday night's going to be epic with or without anybody.
All these guys are media. I just like to ask a question just to say.
Hey, this is I got a question for Joey Tank. So, I saw your fight recently with Richard Torres. You pack a heavy punch. How do you think your power is going to translate now that you're taking the gloves off?
I think it's going to be a little different because punching with gloves on and punching barefisted is going to be completely different. I've heard people say that they take power off of their shots. We'll find out Saturday night, though. I'm excited about it. I'm a good puncher, so I'm looking to knock this dude out quick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, baby! My next question is for Killer B. Facing Beck after a year layoff, do you think she's going to be able to handle the pressure that you're going to put on her?
Like I said, Beck's an OG, so she's been through the ringer before. She knows what to do with the layoff. She knows what to do when she's fighting. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, she's slow because she had a year off. But in the meantime, that past year, I've been working hard. I've been fighting. I've been on it. So it's one of those things. It could play out. It could not. But I'm looking forward to stepping there regardless. If she's got to knock some ring rust off, I'm going to punch you right in the face right back.
My last question is for Eddie.
Read it.
Hey, Tom. I'm a Philly guy from South Philly. Shout out my brother Johnny. Yeah. My first question is for Dave Feldman. I need to know where I can place a bet, because I'm betting my kids' college tuition with my brother Johnny Goff.
Right here, brother. Right here at Parks. Parks Bet. ParksBet.com. We're right here.
It's kind of more like a street politic bet. I didn't appreciate that scumbag comment for Italians and Irish in South Philly. That scumbag comment.
It was just, it was for Philly, and I said we're blue collar scumbag, or what is it? Yeah, something like that.
We're not scumbags, my
Yeah, we're high class scumbags. That's what we are from South Philly. I'm from South. I'm Second Street. I'm the Irish neighborhood. That's what we are. Everyone can fight.
Hey, and just a minor correction, it's betparks.com. BetParks app. Get your bets in. The odds are already up right now, guys. Get your bets in. Highest odds, Johnny Garb currently right now.
All right, what's going on? It's Kevin Club 215. How we guys, Philly? How we doing today? We got some good energy in the building or what? Hell yeah, let's go. All right, my first question for Pat Brady. I know this is a huge fight for you. I'm just curious how you envision your fight going.
This fight he's a slugger, right? Like, he's really tough, but he's wild. He's all over the place, and he kind of overwhelms his opponents. And I look to capitalize on that with, specific strikes that are counter to his weakness. Look, it's a classic crazy person versus a technical fighter. And I'm pretty excited to see how it plays out. Listen, there's going to be a lot of blood in this fight. Like, him and I are really going to beat the shit out of each other. It's going to be pretty bad. Like, it's going to be bad. But I look to see me finishing him in the third round for sure.
Yeah. All right, man. All right, my next question is for Jeremy Stevens. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. I just had a question for you. So, we'll give you a chance to get the crowd on your side one time. All you got to say is the letter E.
Hey!
Hold on a second. Let's, Jeremy, can you say it? He don't do shit in Des Moines, Iowa. Fuck you, Jeremy. E!
A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Fuck you! Get knocked the fuck out, Steven!
This is bigger than the Eagles game. Fuck that.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Benny, blogger from Boxden.com. My question is for Zedekiah Montanez. You're currently one of the best strikers and exciting fighters in the Philly scene. If you don't think so, you haven't seen him fight. You've been a pro for some years now, having had some epic KOs at Art of War, went to Combate, the UFC of Latin countries, and earned the Fight of the Year in your very first fight. Came back to AOW for another epic KO. So there's no doubt you're a force to be reckoned with. What does this fight mean to you, and what can we expect to see come fight night?
I mean, it means a lot, man. Coming out of North Philadelphia, bro. Like, fighting in front of 17,000 people, bro. This shit is surreal. And, at the end of the day, I just gotta be composed through anything, through everything. And I believe I'll get the job done.
Hey, yo, my question is for Eddie. What up, Eddie? What up? How you doing, bro? What's up?
Hey, Eddie.
What up? Yo, I just want to know, when you partying that after you knock out that dickhead with the weird haircut?
Yeah! Starboard!
No cussing in Philadelphia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I know. Is that what you're being told?
No, he's just saying. No, you're good. I want to also ask Taylor and Beck, what y'all doing after this? Because after the presser, we having a little get-together next door in the sports book.
Make it wait. We gotta make wait.
Oh, yeah.
They had pizza in the room, bro. We're cutting.
Come on, hey,
give us 2 days.
We can eat pizza anytime, baby.
Keep it classy, brother. Keep it classy.
My first question's for Eddie. Eddie, let me just say, I met you a while ago. A couple years ago, your son played at Parkwood Flag Football. It's nice to finally see you again. You're a bad motherfucker, I know that. My first question is, you've been fighting for a long time. You fought some of the heaviest hitters, Poirier, Connor, Chandler. Are you surprised that it took you this long to fight Stevens? And at this point in your career, do you feel like you're the best to beat him?
I thought we would have crossed paths maybe in the UFC, but I was in the midst of my run. I was at the peak of my run and fighting the top guys. Unfortunately, I don't think Jeremy may have broke the top 10 at some point, but he was never really there in that realm.
I can agree with that statement.
So yeah, we haven't crossed paths in that way. He's a tough guy. He has fought the who's who. He fought a lot of guys, but he lost the who's who. So like whenever he's taken a big step up, he hasn't came up big. So and we've fought him twice already. Me and my coaches fought him twice, and Frankie Egerton's beat. So we know a lot about him, and we know how we're going to finish him.
I wouldn't worry about it, man. He said Philly comes in second, but we all know what's going to happen when his ass is the first one to kiss the canvas. So.
All right, my name's Brian Murray. I'm a current fighter in Philly.
Yeah.
I just saw Zeke up top. I used to train with Zeke and Pat Brady. And Eddie is here too. I just want to say to Pat and Zeke, try to keep it together. I'm happy for y'all. And you kick some ass, man. And Eddie, I watched your whole story, man. From wrestling at North Catholic and the whole lot. Happy for y'all.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, so this is just more of a statement. Jeremy Stephens is 29-21. Motherfuckers lost in both promotions with a losing record. Definitely isn't the hardest hitting 145er out there. Can't wait to see Eddie whoop his ass. I'm pretty sure that motherfucker can't spell. His haircut looks like shit, and eyewear ain't do shit in the football game. Good luck to all my Philly boys. If Lil Heathen want to do something after, he can get his ass whooped by me too.
Let's go! Let's go, Joe! Fuck you, Jeremy! Yeah, that was Joe Piper.
Hey, Joe, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah. My shit blowing up. Everybody want to know where the after party. Because they already know you're going to smack that motherfucker down. But I got to give them an answer. Where the after party?
Risque. Club Risque.
Doherty Warehouse.
Yeah, Doc's Warehouse, boy.
All you can drink, all you can eat for free.
This question's for Ben Rothwell. You have said that you want to win this belt to bring respect to the heavyweight title in the BKFC, make it the true baddest man on the planet. Can you explain what you mean by bring respect to the BKFC's heavyweight title?
Watch Saturday night and I'll show you.
Nick, do you believe nobody respects the heavyweight title in the BKFC?
I think Ben just talks shit. You know, he's a 6'5" baby. He just wants to be a victim. Ben, just get your hands up. We'll have a fight on Saturday. Stop being a victim. Stop being a baby.
Nick, take the shit out of your mouth.
Real! Yeah!
I can only taste you in there.
What do you mean by that? Whoa! Whoa! You got him in your mouth?
Shout out North Philly. This is how you represent. My question's for Jeremy Stephens. Who's the worst performer, you or your barber?
What's going on, guys? Maniac the lawyer from Parks Casino. I'm here just to remind everybody, we're talking about betting, right? We got a 100% deposit match up to $100 in bonus bets on the Bet Parks app. I know who I'm betting on. I'm betting on all the Philly guys. Eddie, Pat, John, Joey, Zeke. Eddie, I gotta ask you though.
Parlay,
the Philly parlay. Eddie, I gotta ask you, you started fighting in the streets of Philly with no gloves. You put the gloves on, you made a livelihood out of it, provided for your family, everything, took the sport to new heights. Now you take the gloves off and you kick the shit out of this guy. What are the emotions gonna be running through you in the ring on Saturday night?
I honestly don't like to think about it. There's a way to get ready for war. I need to become someone who I'm not. And I go through that process, like when I get ready for fights, and I'm in that process right now. So if you're asking me how I feel, I don't feel.
Let's go, Eddie! Kick his ass! his fucking head off!
If he's laid out, don't shoot him with no Narcan.
John Bennett from Boxing again. My question is for Eddie. You fought on some of the biggest stages in combat sports and brought tons of pride to the great city of Philly. Appreciate you. But how does the preparation and mindset for bare knuckle fighting differ from traditional MMA? And how do you think your experience gives you an edge in this unique sport?
Being on the streets of Philly definitely give me an edge, and I know how to be optimistic when I'm dealing with some suffering. You can cut me, you can put me down, you can do whatever you like. I'm gonna get myself back up scrape myself back up off the canvas, and I'm gonna fight you full head on for the entire 10 minutes. So that's just me. That's who I am. That's the person I am, and that's just being from the streets from Philly.
Luke Hughes from the United Kingdom. You got a question for Nick?
No, it's for Dale Fairmont, actually. Dave, I know you've always believed in the BKFC brand, but did you ever expect it?
Say that again.
I know you've always believed in the BKFC brand, but did you ever expect it to grow as big and as fast as it has?
I mean, that was the dream. The dream was to be the biggest combat sport organization in the world, and we're going to do that. We are really going to do that, and we're going to do that because we got the baddest city in the world backing us.
My name is Jerry. I'm from New York City. This question's for Eddie, actually. So, Eddie, I wanted to ask you, I know like you've been in a lot of high-pressure fights. Like, what's your day-to-day look like when it comes to training? You know, you always like reinforce your mind. You know, like, I'm gonna win. Like, what's your process?
Fighting's a lot more boring than people think. It's monotonous. It's the same thing if you follow me, you get sick of it after 3 days. It's the same exact thing over and over and over and over. I know I'm ready when I'm absolutely sick of this. And I'm sick of doing what I'm doing, so I'm just ready to get in there and fight. But it's the same thing. It's like there's nothing fancy. There's nothing you're going to want to see. But I'm sick of this, so I'm ready to fight.
So just one more last question. So, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much worse is bare knuckle hurt compared when you get
some of the shots are kill shots. Like my fight a year ago, I sustained a shot where my face was broken in 2 different places, and it was a kill shot. Some are just injuries where they're just cuts. You got to know the difference between what's a kill shot and what's a cut, and have the experience in your corner, and I have that. So I'm able to fight ferociously throughout the entire fight, and put my opponents in bad situations.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Best of luck.
Thank you, man.
You were still whipping it.
Dave Feldman, Jake Noaker from Home of Fight. This event is currently being talked about to possibly eclipse Sturgis, which is your current #1. Is that possible? Have you heard anything about this? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, we're gonna. This is gonna be the company's, the promotion's largest attendance ever, and like we said at the beginning, this will be the largest. I think it's very significant that everybody understands this. I mean, I said Mike Tyson fought here, Bernard Hopkins fought here, UFC fought here. This is not just the biggest attendance in the sports complex. This is the biggest attendance in modern Philadelphia combat sports history because of these guys up here, because of Eddie Alvarez and all these Philadelphians and all you guys out there. This is going to be the biggest record-breaking crowd in Philadelphia history. Amazing.
Jeremy Stevens over here. A legitimate question, I promise. You chose when you came to talk a lot of smack on the city itself, not necessarily so much on Eddie. Was that a strategic choice? Is that just what came to mind? Why the reasoning?
You know he's getting knocked out. Scared. He is scared.
All right, I did try. Eddie, to you then, why did you think he did this to come into the city and not come talking smack directly to you?
I'm not sure he had a choice. I don't think you motherfuckers would have gave a shit what he said. There was nothing good he was going to say here. He could have said, hey, I love Philadelphia, Eddie's a great guy. I think you guys still would have gave it to him. So I appreciate that. Thanks for the love.
Last one for me, Pat the Brick Brady. You just came off a training camp with John Jones. Right now you're working with Eddie Alvarez at his gym. Tell me about the preparation and how it's really getting you ready to absolutely excel on this Saturday night.
Yeah, one of the main takeaways I had from training with John, helping him get ready for Stipe,
cocaine problems,
is how he approaches his camp. Everything he does is optimum, and it's designed around his specific opponent. And I took that from that camp and and implemented it in my own camp, and I've been preparing for Zach Kalmus and nobody else. Everything we're working is designed and specific to what he does and what I can do to defeat him with his weaknesses and my attributes. So, and then plus Eddie, being at the gym every day with Eddie, I'm able to pick his brain. I mean, look, it's Eddie Alvarez, right? I remember I was talking to Sammy Orpiza about Eddie fucking 6 years ago and how I looked up to Sam for having even been around, and I think he had cornered Eddie at that point. And and now here I am, this many years later, texting him last night, just kicking the shit, right? Preparing for this fight. So, I mean, look, I started this game really late, and I've done nothing but this. And that was my design in fighting Zach Kalmus and this promotion. I'm here, Zach's here, then it's here, then it's here, then it's here, and that's the plan. So, look, everyone's talking about bringing the belt back to the USA, but I want to bring the heavyweight title back to Philadelphia.
Just real quick, a follow-up to that. Does that mean you're eyeing the heavyweight belt that night?
I mean, look, if you're a fighter, you should always be eyeing the highest prize, right? Like, what are you doing then? If you're not looking to the top, then where are you looking? So it's not a directed insult at anyone around me. I mean, look, the fight after me is the heavyweight championship, and I'm fighting one of the better heavyweight fighters. So, I mean, why the fuck not?
What's up, everybody? How you doing? My question is actually for Jeremy Stevens. Being serious, how do you plan to deal with Eddie Alvarez, considering he's naturally a weight class bigger than you, considering he fought 155 most of his career, and you were 145?
I don't think he's bigger than me. I've been in there with him, just kind of shadowing around when I fought Jimmy Rivera. He made way more, but he's old, he's slow, he's stiff. I'm the faster, more consistent fighter. I'm gonna go out and prove it. We'll put him in the fucking morgue. That's where the after party is. So see y'all there.
Country town.
Everybody, good luck, everyone.
How you doing, everybody?
You're famous because McGregor.
Franchise Fights, official celebrity boxing. Eddie, you are a legend. I'm so happy to see you. I think it is where it should be. We should have something like Knucklemania in the streets of Philadelphia. We've had it growing up our whole damn lives. I'm so proud to see half of you up there. I'm saying 60% are from South Philadelphia neighborhoods, so represent, y'all. Represent out there. Put these motherfuckers down, show them what we do. This ain't no game, this is how we fucking live. For Jeremy Stevens, do you know what the fuck you're going up against? Thank you, guys. Philly, South Philly.
All right, this question is for all the Philadelphia players. I'm Dave Langer, Sports Talk Philadelphia. What does it mean to be part of the first ever bare knuckle event here in Philly?
Well, first of all, I gotta say this. Look who we got in the fucking building. We got the best boxing coach to ever fucking walk. Mr. Sutcliffe right here, I just seen. There he is. Yeah, put your hand up. Coming from Ireland. We got fucking two of the best UFC guys. I got bad, I don't know. Joe Body Bags fucking plays. We got Sean Brady over there, the best guys in the fucking UFC. This is crazy. The star power in the building. For those who don't know, Mr. Sutcliffe right here is McGregor's coach. He's still the fucking legend. It's so good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah!
Fighting's part of who we are. It's in our blood. Last week we were working. I got in a street fight the other day. Fought two dudes. Went around the corner, fought them again by myself.
All right, guys.
It's what we do. Anybody wants to fight, we can go in the parking lot. We can do it then. I'll fucking fight you. I'll beat you in a cook-off. Whatever you guys want to do.
This guy does.
All right, we got one more, ladies and gentlemen. The next man is undeniably the most popular fighter in the world today. Former two-division champion in the UFC. One half of the incredible spectacle that was Mayweather-McGregor. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2024, he put his name and his money on Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Please welcome to the stage, the notorious Conor McGregor.
Oh, Philly! I don't give a fuck. I'm the big boss around here. Philadelphia, what's up? I'm here to summon the gods of fighting to action. May they turn our combatants' knuckles to knives. And on Saturday night, may we all bleed in the honor of Philadelphia's rich fighting history.
Yeah!
May we
Knuckle Fighting Championships organization, the alien of combat sport, rise above the night sky and rain down blows viciously and prove our worth against any deniers. May local boy and former UFC lightweight world champion, former Bellator world champion, shoot this man up over here.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Philadelphia on this great sporting weekend. I'm trying to take you out, Eddie. This is as big a fight as it gets, with world title fight implications. Like I said, combatants, turn your knuckles to knives. Bleed in the honor of Philadelphia's rich fighting history and show the people what Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is about. Let's go, Philadelphia. Philadelphia native has brought us back here, and I want every fighter on the card to know, and every fighter that's invited to this event to understand, you are the chosen ones. You are the fighters and the people that are going to bring this company up to the top where we deserve. So David, congrats on the success. I'm honored to be here. Eddie, good luck, brother. This is a big one. I was around the length and breadth of Philadelphia bars last night, enjoying myself at a few Philly cheesesteaks. I got a big shout out to the Eagles, a big game this weekend. So don't worry. Let's go, man! This is a exciting weekend, baby.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Drink Forge Irish Stout.
All right, let's next up. We're going to
Let's go, Connor!
Don't go anywhere. Knucklemania by President.
Connor! Let's do a shower! Let's do a shower! Connor! You look so hungry. Go, Connor! I'm trying to get attention like that. Connor!